Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of May 22nd, 2023. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
Yay, Nicole is back!
Yay!
And Catherine Holeko.
Hello, I never left.
Yay for you too, Catherine!
Yay! Perfect attendance award.
I think Catherine does actually have the most perfect attendance of everybody.
I think she
dating
does.
From the very beginning About.com days of this podcast. So, gold star for you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Every week, we chat about what parents are talking, complaining, and obsessing about right now. This week, we're complaining about passports and obsessing about superhero skills. We also take a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. But today, we are talking about senior pranks. Was this a thing for your kids or yourself? I don't remember doing senior pranks back in the dark ages when I was in high school. You know, maybe we just went and dumped hot oil off somebody's castle wall. Maybe we threw teepee into somebody's moat. It could be colored on their cave walls. But if I did, I don't recall. And I don't think my kids were involved in anything like that either. The closest they came is there's a tradition in the band that I think that the juniors teepee the seniors' houses after the Thanksgiving game, maybe. And she was supposed to do it, but at the last minute she wasn't included in it. And then it turned out that they did such a good job of teepeeing that they got in trouble, and that tradition was ended, so it was a good thing she wasn't included. Suddenly it's like, exclusion, yes! Yes!
We are happy.
Don't invite her along. So anyway, what about you guys? Did your kids do pranks? Did you guys?
I
have no good prank stories.
I don't think I did when I was that age. I think we did senior skip day, which is also a thing that my son's class did, which is so silly to me because, like, first of all, see, you know, it should be for people who are not at risk of actually.
Yeah, really.
Some people have skipped a lot already, and you know they maybe
your hardest
shouldn't.
punch to get your butt on the desk.
Right, should maybe not be skipping anymore. And also, like, at least at my son's school, the seniors are done like 2 weeks before everybody else.
Oh, wow.
So it's like you have basically 2 weeks of senior skip day. So, like, I don't think you need another one.
Yeah.
But whatever. Of course they do, and they did, and they even had like events, like they were some of them met like in the park for a picnic and stuff, which my kid did not do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sounds like something Summer would do on Shrinking. She would be organizing the
yes.
under the bridge party for Senior Ditch Day.
Yes. So that was the extent of it when I was growing up. But then, of course, when my daughter was a senior, it was COVID, so they didn't do anything. That was a nice prank that got pulled on the entire world.
Oh, man.
But then in my son's class, I mean, there has been, like I said, they did the skip day. One day during the last week of school, somebody did TP a bunch of trees in front of the school, which he thought was stupid. He's like, now just the custodians have to clean it up. That's just dumb.
Yeah. I think a prank has to involve either paint graffiti or like mowing your class year into a lawn somewhere. They've done that at our school here. There's a grassy hill.
Right.
That gets, well, maybe they don't mow it. Maybe they throw something on it that changes the color of the grass.
Yeah.
It says their class number.
Right.
So you got to do some damage. TP is insufficient.
Well, and then there's more from my kids' class.
Yeah.
So there was this TP thing, which was sort of half-hearted, if you ask me. Like, it was just in front of the school and just certain trees, and I don't know how many people were really. And that's the other thing. I mean, it's a big class, so
right.
it's hard to coordinate people.
That sounds like somebody wanted to do something really damaging, and somebody else was going, no, let's just do TP. Let's just do TP.
Right.
It'll be fine. It'll be fun. And then somebody else went and, spray painted lockers.
Right. Then a bunch of people, I don't know how many, but not including my child, camped out in the parking lot prior to the final day of school.
Okay.
Like there was at least one like RV type of camper, because a lot of people have those here, and tents and things like that.
Huh.
They were not allowed to have fire.
For what reason?
Just to do something.
It sounds more like a prank on them than
Yeah, I know, because
Okay.
it was not very warm.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll sleep in the parking lot.
Right, we'll sleep in the parking lot on the asphalt. Okay, if you insist. And they planned a water balloon and water gun fight for the last day. And they, like I said, they planned. I mean, it it was like, and apparently the administration was made aware, because at some point someone said they were going to use like Orbeez, which are like these plastic ball things that can fill it up with fluid, and they were going to use those, and the administration said no. Said you can do water, but you can't do Orbeez. So again, like, how much of a prank is it if your principal is dictating the terms of your event? I don't know.
Kids today don't know how to do pranks. You should end up in jail when it's over. You should be expelled.
Right.
Wow.
Yes, you're glad that they're just doing lame pranks. That's fine, kids. That's fine.
Yes, I'm totally fine with it, because again, we are right on the edge here. We don't need to put anything at risk, please. So I don't know. Has this ever happened in Canada, or are we far too polite and rule following for that?
Not in my day, at least one that I am aware of. I think we did have senior skip day, but I was probably too afraid to do that. Because, the teachers lay out all the threats, right?
Right.
Oh, we're going to have a major exam the next day or something, or that day or whatever.
Yes, the rumor among our kids was that they would be able to walk at graduation.
Right, yes.
And
yes, we've had that.
I said to my child, like, if you do something that risks, like, I'm like, you're making a choice, you're taking a risk.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you how mad I'm going to be if something happens.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
I'm like, people are flying here from California.
Yeah.
This has been the longest 4 years of my life. Like, if I don't get to observe its conclusion, I'm going to lose it. So.
You tell him.
Yeah, good for you. And I think my kids, when my son went through, there might have been a prank, but then they really clamped down on it when my daughter came around, and like, they weren't even allowed to throw their papers. You know how, like, sometimes they'll take out all their papers? They weren't even allowed to do that. So it was they have some pretty tight reins on them.
And at my son's school, they are saying they're apparently very strict about you cannot decorate your cap. You know, some people put stuff on the flat.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm like, what's the harm?
That stinks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he said that they go so far as to keep extra, plain ones on hand so that they can make you
they
take off
out.
your decorated one and put on a plain one.
That's no fun.
Right.
I know.
More of a high school thing or a college thing? Do kids do that in high school?
I thought it was more of a college thing.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, I mean, people must have tried to do it because they've outlawed it here.
graduation
Wow.
problem we have here is beach balls.
Yes.
And
Oh, God.
they search the kids. They confiscate them if they're throwing them around and put a pin in them, and yet still the graduation ceremony 2 or 3 times I went devolved into vice principals chasing a ball that's bopping all over the place and the parents cheering the ball. Like, we know why the kids are doing this, you parents. Come on,
Right.
can we have a little decorum? So every year they're like, cracking down. We're cracking down on this. I don't know where these kids are putting their beach balls. I don't want to know, but somehow in the middle of the ceremony, out comes the
They're
beach
coming
ball.
out.
Well, if they are searching the parents.
Yeah, I don't know. Does somebody spike one into the crowd of graduates? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Out there. So
be.
I don't know if that's still a problem, but I went to like 3 or 4 of graduations from our high school, and it was a problem every time.
Right.
No, we haven't had the beach ball.
They've successfully eliminated the beach ball from your school. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know.
Definitely
you
not.
want the kids to have a little spirit and a little fun, but you also don't want to sit there in the middle of a 4-hour ceremony watching half an hour of them thumbing their nose at the principal. So
right.
just give them a little fun. Let them put something on their hat. That is like
Right.
the least disruptive.
It
thing
really
they could
is.
possibly
I
do.
don't. I mean, unless you're building some kind of huge, tower on top of it, I don't.
That's right.
We watched some of the
No
graduation.
flammable objects on the hats. Other than that, you're good.
We watched some of my niece's college graduation, and some people had things like the architecture students had like these little paper skylines coming out the top of their. They looked so cool. Yes.
Oh,
So I mean, come on. It's their
But then you can't throw
creativity.
them up afterwards.
Yeah, or you can, and they'll just get ruined.
Bring it home and put it under glass and say, "Made."
Exactly.
that's very cool.
It was cool. So
Yeah.
well, we're not a very daring, prankstery bunch, are we?
Nope.
We have raised wimps to go along with it. Excellent. Yes,
Love
Mr.
that.
Principal Sir, our children will not be violating anything, Mr. Principal Sir. Please let them graduate.
Please.
Do whatever you say. Just please.
All right. That's all I can do. Well, this wasn't meant to be complaining, so we're
Celebrating.
We're celebrating.
Nobody went to jail. Yes.
That's right. No one got hypothermia from sleeping in the parking lot. We're good.
Everybody got to walk, we assume. One left.
We'll let you know.
One. You can do it, Catherine. You can get him over that finish line. We have faith in you.
Boy. Well, we'll let you know. But that's it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2, and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.